Hey everyone, welcome back to the Highland Fox. Today we're going to break down the Saudi Arabia Grand Prix. There was a lot to talk about in this race, but we're going to focus on the four main things that we noticed.
So first thing we're going to talk about is Hamilton. What happened? He didn't get out of Q1. That has not happened since 2009. He was supposed to be 16th, but due to some Ricardo, right? Going back.
No, Mick, not Mick crashing.
He's 15th, ended up 10th. So I don't know if it was a joke, but did you see the tweet where he was like, is there a point for 10th?
He's so not used to finishing that low. He doesn't even know what the point scale is.
So, I know Mercedes was trying out two different chassis.
Yep.
That one, obviously, I would not go with if I was them.
Yeah, because Russell finished fourth or fifth. Russell finished fifth.
Yeah.
So
he seemed pretty consistent.
Yeah.
He was just, no one was around him.
Yeah, he was in his own little world.
So,
Yeah.
not the worst in the world, but
So is this it though? Is Hamilton down? Is this the end of Hamilton?
no,
I don't think so either.
I think he's going to come back.
Yeah,
I mean, it's Hamilton. Like, he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, and Mercedes is eventually going to figure out that car.
Yeah.
And Hamilton is still a 7-time world champion. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's just the question now is it too late? Is Max and Leclerc and all of them going to run away from Hamilton before it figures it out?
No.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I don't think so either. I think Mercedes is going to figure it out.
We have 21 races left.
That's what's crazy. All this drama and there's still 21 races.
Yeah, I have so many gray hairs now just from 2 races. Like, this season's already aging me, but it's going to be exciting. But I think Hamilton.
So Hamilton struggles, but probably not for the whole season.
Yeah, it's Mercedes and Hamilton.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Probably fine.
Yeah. So second, we're going to talk about reliability of the cars. It is only the second race of the season. It's a whole new breed of cars, but gremlins are starting to appear.
So Sonoda never started the race.
Never.
Just engine wasn't working. I found
Red Bull engine.
and if you remember from last week's race, Red Bull engine of Max, Perez, and Gasly malfunctions there. So now it's Sonoda's turn, I guess. So Red Bull.
Yep.
Then we have Ricardo, who is in McLaren but has a Mercedes engine.
Yep.
And then he just slowly coasted to the pit entrance.
Yeah, so the engine overheated, so the engine shut down.
Then we have Alonso, who is in a Renault engine. Same thing, engine overheating.
Yep.
And then Bottas was looking great.
He was in like 6th place.
And then engine overheating.
That's a Ferrari engine.
Ferrari. So we got them all.
Yeah. So are there reliability concerns is now the question in all of these cars. Does Mercedes have to worry? Does Ferrari have to worry? Every car now, every engine, and this again, it's a whole new thing. They're running that new E10 fuel, which burns hotter.
Yeah.
Is this a concern that we're going to see that could change, that could decide races throughout the next 21 races?
I mean, do you think that it was just such a fast track that...
And they can follow closer now?
Yeah.
Maybe?
Do you think...
I think it's the fuel.
Okay.
I think it's a brand new fuel, and it works in a wind tunnel. But now that you're actually pushing it hard, because the tires can handle it better, so they're pushing the engines harder, longer.
Yeah.
I just don't know if
And
they're
you're getting
built for
used to your cars now, so you're actually driving.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't obviously have an answer.
Yeah.
I don't even have a guess because once again, second race.
Definitely something we'll have to keep an eye on, though, is does that decide? Does it happen to Max again? Does it happen to Leclerc? Is Hamilton, does Mercedes figure out their porpoising and then it happens to Hamilton? I think that'll be a talking point throughout the season, and we'll keep you guys updated what we think. So, for a third point of contention, I know it's only the second race, but that championship battle is heating up between Red Bull and Ferrari and Leclerc and Verstappen. Are those your favorites moving forward?
I think so. Their Red Bull's car's so fast on those straights, and then Ferrari's looking sick in those turns and corners.
Yeah.
So I think those are going to be our good two going forward. Obviously, Mercedes has a few ticks to straighten out, but
I think Mercedes will join them.
Come along.
Yeah.
But I think we have a few more races of a Max Leclerc fight, and I mean,
which I'm here for. I am all here for.
Yeah, those were exciting.
Yeah. Leclerc got him the first time with the little DRS trick. Verstappen figured it out, got him the second time. So can those two, if those are our favorites, but I think Sainz and Perez are going to play a part. I don't think they're out of the running yet.
No.
Lewis, if that car gets figured out, he's going to be there. But for just those two right now, can they keep it clean? Or is it going to turn into Max and Lewis from last year?
I don't think, and I obviously don't know them, I don't think there's as much bad blood between those two guys.
Yeah.
I think they're out there just having fun. They're both aggressive drivers.
Mm-hmm.
I think if anything happens, it's not going to be like, oh, no, you don't. I think it's just going to be them driving. It's almost going to be just an ugly driving incident.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like it's going to be bad blood.
I don't see it either. I they grew up together in karting. They had their moments in karting, but I think, eventually you're competitive people. They drive aggressively.
Mm-hmm.
They're having a blast. They're like, they would lose and they congratulate the other one. Max crashed, or his engine came after Leclerc and congratulated him. This time Leclerc congratulated him on the radio. I think they're having a blast.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
I mean, it looks like heating up on track, but I think afterwards they're just bros hanging out. So
yeah, only the second race of the season, but I think right now we have to say Ferrari and Red Bull are the title contenders, and Leclerc and Verstappen seem to be leading the way, and it's going to be a blast to watch. We can't wait to see how that unfolds.
Mm-hmm. Not saying Haas isn't going to come in and take it away.
Max for the championship.
Woohoo! All right, and fourth takeaway, safety. So this track is obviously very fast. Last year it was new. A lot of crashes. I think only 15 cars finished.
Yeah, 14 finished this year.
Thankfully, no big crashes other than Mick and Qual. And then Latifi during the...
Mick's was a pretty bad crash.
Yeah, he's to be
fine.
doing
Thank
good
God.
though.
Yeah.
And then Latifi during the race. But I think a lot of the drivers have said, like, this track isn't the most safe. They could lower those curbs down. Mm-hmm. Obviously, if you saw Mick's crash, he hit one of those sausage curbs and flew into the wall. And a few of the drivers looked very unsteady coming off of it. Mm-hmm. And then if there is a crash on this track, your visibility is zero. Yeah. So I think just this, how safe is the track? Is there something they could do?
Yeah, and the drivers have complained a lot about the safety of the track. They don't feel safe racing on the track. Like, a lot of them like the speed, and it's the fastest street track, and they like street tracks, but the walls are really close together. A lot of the walls are concrete. They're not all those new fancy safety things. And then you actually get into the safety of just being there. There was a terrorist attack 6 kilometers from the circuit. So, there was a huge talk about whether or not they should cancel the race, whether or not they should get out. And, the drivers kind of felt unsafe. They were up till 3 a.m. debating whether or not they should race. And I don't know, with the safety of the track, the safety of kind of the country itself, it's just, it begs the question of, should they race here next year? Mm-hmm. So,
I mean, yeah, obviously that's up to the FIA, the drivers, and the teams. But it definitely it was a huge talking point amongst the fans, and the fans, I thought were very vocal of what they thought. So
as F1 Twitter is.
As they are.
But yeah, we'll keep you up to date on that one. But yeah, not really for us to decide, but it'd be interesting to see how that evolves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but thankfully this race, only one crash. Everyone else's engine just stopped working. But I'm glad no one was hurt. And
yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Any final takeaways from the weekend?
I like to see that Red Bull engines are mostly working. They got to show their speed on their straights.
So fast.
I love that. Yeah. All
right. And then for me, it's just exciting to see new teams, new challengers, even the midfield, like Haas being up there, Ferrari being finally back. That's just good for the sport. And I love these new cars. Like, there are battles all throughout the track at all points in the race. It's not
between team members with
Ocon and Alonso. Like, it's not just like it was last year where Mercedes and Red Bull were 40 seconds above everybody else and there was nothing else happening. There's something happening from 17th to 18th.
Yeah.
So I love these new cars. The FIA did a great job.
Yeah. Second race, and it's exciting.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, make sure to like and subscribe if you appreciate our content. It's free and it's nice to do.
Yeah.
Thanks.
All right. We'll see you guys next race.